Hey everybody, Matt from Nerd Knights Painting. Glad to see you all back here. All your smiling faces. Even though I can't see them, I'm imagining them right now. That's not creepy at all. Whatever. Anyways, episode 20 of our Hero Quest painting series. We're painting the treasure chest. And first off, as always, I want to thank our YouTube members. Thank you so much for your donations and everything you do for the channel. I can't thank you guys enough. It does help tremendously over time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If this is your first time at the channel, if you're a returning member watching this, hit that subscribe button. Let's go. You don't want to miss out. Without further ado, let's go. All right, for the first thing we're going to do is we're going to scrape off all of those nasty mold lines. If you need any supplies, go ahead and check those links below, as I got a lot of stuff down there. Next, we're going to hit with some black primer. I'm using my airbrush, but you don't need to use your airbrush. You can use your spray paint, whatever you got, just as long as you cover the entire thing in black as well. Once you're satisfied with your black undercoat, we're going to take some white primer, but if you have white spray paint, that's not a big deal either. And we're just lightly hitting this thing. So if you're using spray paint, shoot it from afar. You want that black undercoat to stick through, and that's going to create our zenith highlight. For all of our wood brown areas, we're going to be using some Cygor Brown contrast paint from Citadel. And I need to order the other ones because I haven't done that yet, but I'm working on it. Once you hit it with all that Cygor Brown everywhere, go back and look through because you might have missed a spot, as I did on a couple places. Once completely dry with your Cygor Brown, we're going to take some Karak Stone and we're going to dry brush that on there very lightly. Just go over the top of it. It's going to create that nice wood look, and then we're going to really dull it down here in a minute, make it look real nice. For all of our metal pieces around the chest, not the handles, we're going to use some Balthasar Gold. For our handles, we're just going to use some basic Leadbelcher. And for our demon face on the front of our key lock, we're going to use some Abaddon Black. How many people didn't notice that key lock right there? Let's be honest here. Next, we're going to take some Agrax Earthshade and we're going to put it all over our wood and gold areas and our handles as well. Now, I had to go back through and paint over some Cygor Brown after we did the dry brush. And again, that just makes it look more authentic. You don't need to go and re-dry brush it. It's just, it looks fine. We're then going to take some Astowrath Red, which is a dry paint. If you don't have this, use some Mephiston Red. And we're just going to lightly get that entire face of our demon real quick before we do the highlights. Next, we're going to take some Evil Sunz Scarlet. Now with this, we're going to start picking out the raised areas and the highlights very smoothly, nothing crazy. You want to get those teeth, the bottom portion, the eyes as well, inside of those sunken eyes. We want to get those as well. So we're just going and picking areas. And if you want to do 1 to 2 coats, even 3, you can. Next, for our final highlight of red, we're going to use some Wild Rider Red. And we're going over those same areas, just a little bit less surface area. We're just trying to brighten up just a little bit to give it that contrast from the Astowrath Red to the Wild Rider Red to wherever we're using now. For all of our gold areas, we're going to use, I got an old crappy brush here, and we're just going to lightly dust that gold area with some Sigmarite. If you don't have Sigmarite, you can also use Gehenna's Gold or a different type of gold or whatever you have. It doesn't need to specifically be that. And finally, we're just going to do a tiny little dry brush using another really bad old brush of Necron Compound. And that is it. Now you got 3 of these to do, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's nothing crazy. It's super easy. It makes it look fantastic. Like, that thing looks good for the little amount of time we spent on it. So I want to say thanks for joining us on this quick episode on how to paint the treasure chest. And it's episode 20 of our Hero Quest. So we've been going pretty deep into this. But thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with another episode as always. And let me know what you want to see. Leave me a comment below. So thank you for watching, and subscribe, and paint on.